All right, so today we're going to be recreating another effect that was recommended to me. I'll show you here in a second. When I first seen this, I was like, what? But all right, so hop over here. So I looked up this video, but he said kissing balls, and I was like, what? Until I actually took a look at it. Where is it here? I guess I let it play out. But they're like kind of like attracted to each other. So I'm just going to show like all the stuff in the background's pretty easy, and you know the items being deformed is pretty easy. But I feel like the part that he was talking about was the them being attracted to one another. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do here.
Explore a wide selection of pre-made creative tools for DaVinci Resolve, like titles, transitions, slideshows and infographics like bar charts and callouts, and much, much more. Link in the description for more information.
I'm going to go over to Fusion because that's obviously where we're going to be building this. And I'm just going to grab black backgrounds. If my Fusion look a little different, it's just because I have mine set up differently. Previously, I had questions on how I did that. You come up here to Workspace, and then in Layout Preset, you have the Fusion presets, and there's a couple of different ones. I believe that this was a new thing that was recently added, the couple of different ones. So that's what I'm using, but obviously Fusion will work the same no matter what you end up picking there. So I'm just going to grab two for the two different colors, and it doesn't really matter which colors we pick. So there's one color, and here is another color. Let's get something that's like very different. There. And then I'm just going to grab an ellipse and then connect them up. So now I have this, and I'm just going to make this smaller. So let's go 2.5 across, and I'm just going to copy that and paste it here. So what is happening here? Oh, 0.25. Didn't mean to do that. All right, so now that I have both of them side by side, I'm just going to connect them so we get a merge. So now we see both of them here. And I'll pull this over here. And the whole idea, how this is actually built is, well, how I'm going to build it. It's based off of like overlap and cutting out the alpha and using that as, I don't know the proper term to use here, but yeah, using alpha pretty much. So I'm just going to, let's make this easy and just go like 0.5. I'll do the same here. And then from here, we now need to, when they get close to each other, obviously these are going to mix a bit, right? I need them to, the alphas to, you know, the higher this number gets, kind of like a cutoff point or a range, I guess. And to do that, we are going to use one of the mats, I believe. Mat control? Yeah, I think this is what we want. All right. So now we have it in here. Let's turn threshold. That's kind of it, right? Let's move this down. And I think that's it. I guess just playing around with this a little bit, right? Until we get something that we actually like. I think going too low, we're losing too much of it, but I guess it really depends on how much you want it to, you know, grab from the other. And obviously, depending on which one's on the foreground is the one that's going to bleed through, unless you did have more of an alpha somehow. Yeah, because if I flip these, that's how that would show through. how would we get them to blend more? Maybe that would do it, I guess. Main thing that he did to make it look nice or interesting is there's always like some type of a texture going, and then we have this kind of getting manipulated. I guess we could add over the whole thing. We could add a little bit of a blur, and we could also maybe before the blur a displace with a fast noise. There we have a little bit of movement. All right, so I guess we'll just add a little animation to make this look cool. Have one go to one side. 5 seconds. It's just such a random thing to be playing with. I don't even know. I was thinking of doing like a YouTube play button today, but I wasn't really sure. I looked, and my like last video is still pretty relevant towards like a YouTube play button, but I wasn't really sure if that would be like something cool to do. And then the only other thing I would probably do here with it like dancing. So instead of that, I think what I'll do is a shake. And all right, so let's go like 4, oops. 4, 5, 5, 5. Why didn't it come down here? All right. Which one did I just do? This one? Yeah. Okay. So that looks good. I'm just going to have that happen for both of them. And then just to make things easier here, a transform that slides one and then the other one through that. Whoops. So have this starting over here, 2, and then have that slide over. I think that's where I was supposed to go. Again, I'm sitting here not even explaining what I'm doing. I don't know if that's a great thing if people ever wanted to follow. All right. So I just added a little bit of like dancing. Oh gosh. Okay. So we can't do it like that. We have to just copy this and then change the seed rate because they're both dancing at the same. There we go. And then if we look at it at the end, or maybe without that, I guess then maybe after it gets close, like here it could back off a little bit. So they get close, they pull apart. Oh, I think that would be a cool animation if it was maybe not pull apart so far. So if I come back, maybe make this 5, 7, and then what would this be? 4, 2, I think, something like that. Yeah, so they're still kind of like together. Why can't I see the other one? What? Why can't I see that? That's bizarre. And then I'd probably put it on a background. I don't know if I like these two colors and how they mix. I think that looks kind of bizarre. And then you could do like what is that? Film. If I could spell film damage. Yeah, there we go. And we could have this go into film damage and maybe make this like something that doesn't really have much color, but wait, what? What did I just do to this? There we are. And there you go. Maybe make more dirt. Maybe blur the dirt a little bit and make the dirt a little smaller. And then on top of that, we could, actually I would probably do it here. Actually, can you do that in this? Can we do it some type of like shake? Okay, there isn't really a shake in here. So we would do the shake in here, but I'm actually going to use perturb. And then, so 0.1. And maybe actually make that like 0.5, 0.05. And speed, I don't even know. Okay, we need to increase that speed a little bit. I think that might turn out to be something good if you wanted to make it look like it was vintage. Only other thing I'd probably do is come into here and like reduce the saturation down to like something a bit less. Same in here. Because if they were like old school stuff, you probably wouldn't have like super saturated stuff like that. Or these colors, but we'll stick with the colors. Okay, we want to keep the strength. I forget what these do. All right, that shakes a little much, but I think it kind of gets the point across. Maybe make these a bit smaller, like a 2 and a 2. And then somewhere in here, maybe before the blur, so it also gets blurred. This is a blob. Oh gosh, maybe that blurs a little too much for this. We'll just put it after and we can add blur to, we can add our own blur by coming over here, coming into here, going into soft, and then we can add like, is 0.2 good? I don't know. Let's do like 0.1. See that does like a little bit of blur. Maybe 1 and 1. All right, I think that's good. And then some type of animation, animating this on, or just having it there. Whichever way. And I feel like that is kind of, oh man, I let it display all the way through. And I forget where the timestamp is. I think it was like 9 something. Yeah, there we are. He didn't even blur his. But yeah, that's pretty much the effect, right? I think that's pretty much it. You could probably pull back this film damage layer a bit. Like, I think this vignette is way too strong for me, at least. I'm guessing you're talking about, well, yeah, the film damage. So film damage does like a lot to a clip. So this is without, all right, I'll show you like a side by side, without and then with it. This one over here is the film damage. So you get like lines and you get, there's like scratches and you get dirt, and then they put this vignette on it. And I think that there is also a color cast or something. Temperature shift, that's what it is.